everybody on YouTube, it's your boy the Memphis XLR8 coming at you with 100 days Yu-Gi-Oh! Every day for 100 days. We duel with a different deck every single day. Today we're taking a look at a fan request for Final Countdown win condition, which is a deck all about stalling our opponent out while Final Countdown slowly but surely ticks down to the time where we are victorious. So we got ourselves a nice little deck that's all about drawing and stalling and stuff of that nature. A little bit of burn on the side and all that good stuff. And we're going to have ourselves a good time. We're going to go ahead and shout at Mr. Libra October, who suggested today's deck. And let's go ahead and get right into it. We're going to have ourselves some nice, quick, easy wins with this deck. And let's just get right into it. Alright, our first opponent. Let's see where we go. First or second. Could do either or. We'll try going first and second in today's duel. We'll see how it goes. Alright. This is a very trollsy deck, I'm not going to lie, folks. It's a deck that's all about messing with our opponents and all the good stuff. Mystic Mine, one of the trollsiest cards ever created, not going to lie. It's a very nasty thing. Especially when you combine it with Field Barrier so it can't be destroyed. It's a really nasty little combo. Normally this would get destroyed because we have the same number of bonds. But since, I got Field Barrier, this won't be destroyed at all. I've got Cauldron of Old Man. I can use this to gain life or take life from my opponent. So, yeah, all I really need to do is draw a bamboo sword, because then I will have my golden bamboo sword, and I will be able to start drawing lots of cards. It's kind of hard to get to, the Final Countdown sometimes, because it is a limited card, and there's no real way to search it very well. So, the name of today's game is to just keep drawing stuff until eventually we get that card, and then we just, wait off of that. Right now we got our Cauldron, which is our alternative winning condition, which works just fine. Alright, we're up against some Pendulum Dragons. Alright. It's a deck all about dragons and pendulums, but I don't think he knows how Mystic Mine works. Now that he has monsters, he can't attack and he can't use monster effects. I don't think he understands how the Mystic Mine works. You pure innocent man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you have to be trolled so hard today. But not really, because I'm in troll mode and I don't give a shite. I don't give a shite about your inconvenience. I'm here to get Final Countdown off. Jar of Avarice, that's good for late. This is good for when we get into the stall game of it. And we're just trying to, keep ourselves alive long enough for Final Countdown to work. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead a little bit until we get to that Final Countdown. Because if I don't, we'll be here all day. So I'll be back real quick. Alrighty, and we've already got our Final Countdown. That took way less time than I figured it would. Very nice. So we're going to go ahead and play our Final Countdown. We pay 2,000. And in 20 turns, we automatically win the duel. I'm going to go ahead and gain life points back with my Cauldron of the Old Man. And we're going to be pretty much set at this point. Our opponent can't do anything so long as Mystic Mine's in play. At every end phase, this thing counts down to victory. 20 turns means just 10 turns of each of ours. So it's pretty much just a little bit of a waiting game. And once the game is over, the game is up. We will have won with Final Countdown. Presuming that our opponent doesn't rage quit on us, which is a real possibility on YGO Pro, I'm not going to lie. A lot of people see a deck like this, and they'll just give up because they don't want to have to deal with it. But luckily, I'm just going to keep gaining life points. That's what my Cauldron's for. I could burn my opponent to death with this, but I don't want to do that today. Because today is all about Final Countdown. And, my opponent, he must have some form of spell trap removal. He probably has, like, Twin Twisters or something. It's the only reason why he hasn't given up at this point. Is because he believes in the heart of the cards. He believes in the heart of the cards is going to give him his spell trap removal. Alright, Destrudo. Destrudo will not work, my friend, because I have the Mystical Mine. You are unable to bring that creature back to the board. Even if you could, it wouldn't do you any good. Not gonna lie, it wouldn't do you any good, my lad. No good whatsoever. Oh, Jam a Trio. Good for, when we need to give our opponent a bunch of monsters, but in this case, not very useful. So I'm just going to keep gaining life points because that's what I like to do. We're already on turn number 5. It's pretty nice. It goes a lot faster than you'd think, the Final Countdown. And honestly, there were things I could have played to make it faster, like freaking Pyra Clock of Destiny, but then I was like, that's a little too much troll for me. Just a wee bit. Alright, so now you've got all these fanciful monsters. Not gonna lie, that's quite the board of monsters you got there. It's a terrible shame that none of them do anything, eh? Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and set Trap Trick, even though I don't really need to play Trap Trick. Just good for thinning deck and all that good stuff. Banish a normal trap to get another copy of said normal trap. Not that I can currently play it, because, you know, my board is full and all that, but there you go. So I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm doing and trolling the heck out of this young gentleman. Not going to lie, he's getting trolled the shite out of him. And let's go ahead and just keep gaining life points. I could burn him at any point, but I'm not going to bother. Because all I care about is the final countdown, finally counting down. I almost feel bad for this gentleman. Almost. You know, because he just wanted to swarm board with his little odd eyes and his pendulums. But it didn't work out for him. Granted, Endymion is slightly annoying, therefore, I feel no pity, no remorse. Nothing of the sort, because he's all about negating my stuff. And now he's getting a taste of his own medicine. He's getting a taste of his own medicine. Who the frick is calling? Nobody. Nobody's calling at all. It's a junk call. Alright, so now he's got Boral Sword Dragon. He certainly has that Boral Sword Dragon up on the board, but it still doesn't do him any good. Mystic Mine, as long as it's in play, he cannot use monster effects and he can't battle. I mean, I'm still believing that this guy has some spell trap removal of some form, which is the only reason why this duel is still going on. Most people on YGO Pro see a deck like this, and they're just immediately rage quit. It's just the thing, because Mystic Mine is a very obnoxious card, which I'm still surprised has never been hit on the ban list. It's actually very surprising that this hasn't been hit. You know, I remember back in the day I've talked about reasons to ban it and reasons to not ban it. There's reasons for both. Don't get me wrong. Like, a powerful deck like this, where it's just about, like, Endymion negating stuff, and his other monsters negating stuff, it gets totally shut down by a card like this. You know, like a full board Mech Knight, which is all about, like, negating things in the same column as your, as the Mech Knights. That would also be very, you know, much destroyed by this. So, there's an argument to be made that Mystic Mine is good for stopping decks like this, forcing them to play spell trap removal. But, yeah. I don't think he realized that he has to destroy Field Barrier first. He didn't read what Field Barrier did. Why do you think I played this, my dude? It only is the logical sense that this would do something to protect fields. Why do you think it's called Field Barrier? I mean, granted, he hasn't given up. He has not given up whatsoever. Because this gentleman, he keeps doing stuff. You cannot deny he keeps doing stuff. He keeps entering that dang battle phase. And we're getting close to the end of this duel. Just a few more gosh darn turns. How many counters are on this? I can inflict 2,700 points of damage. Don't even need to bother. I could do it whenever I feel like it, but I don't feel like doing it right now. Not gonna lie, it's completely irrelevant. Alright, he's got another Dark Worm. Do I care? Not in the slightest. All I care about is that the Spell Mining Cave is just making it so this gentleman is having a dang old terrible time. You know, I could just keep on doing whatever I want. I'm gonna get rid of Ojama Trio. Ojama Trio completely useless right now. He's already given himself enough monsters. Alright, he's got Sky Iris. He's gonna be trying to blow up his own stuff at some point if he ever felt like doing it. And let's see here. I think I will do that, actually. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get rid of this Demise of the Land. I don't need to do this at all. I just want to show off the Bamboo Sword part of this deck, even though I have no real need to. Oh, wait. No, that won't work, because I still can't play... Well, I can play that. Let me think. Play Jar of Avarice. Play Trap Trick. Still won't have enough room. Okay, I was thinking I was going to be doing stuff, but not today. Not today. I mean, I can show off that the Jar of Avarice is here just to, you know, get stuff back. That's the whole point of putting this in my deck. If I had less cards in my deck, it would be pretty dang sweet. And I'm going to go ahead and end the turn and discard a couple cards. And in the end of this guy's turn, I believe he's dead. I didn't see the number on that, but I believe we are Kaputski. That's 20 turns and a victory via final countdown. Very nice. So we managed to troll the heck out of our opponent in the first duel. Let's go ahead for duel number 2, where we'll do it all over again. Alright, our secondary opponent. Once again, attempting to just troll the heck out of our opponent. First, second, third, who cares? Let's just see what we got. Well, I got Mystic Mine once again, but I don't have a thing to give him the monsters right away. Let's go ahead and start with our Pot of Indulgence. Draw a few more cards. Extra deck completely irrelevant in this deck. I don't need an extra deck whatsoever. Let's go ahead and set this. Set a couple of Jammas. I'm going to keep this in my hand for now. Let's end our turn. So now, if he special summons, I get to activate my Mystic Mine from a deck. That way, as soon as he has a monster on the board, I'm able to just completely lock him down. I've got the Ojamas to flood his board and keep him from summoning more things. Minus the possibility of him having Masquerena, but that's just, you know, neither there nor there. Neither here nor there is where that's at. So, our opponent playing some dang-o diddly dinosaurs. Alright, this is fine. Dinosaurs special summon every once in a while. Not often, but when they do, they do. Alright, so now he's going to be bringing out a dinosaur. More than likely, it's going to be Soul Eater, but if he had one, he would have summoned something else. It all works out. So now he's going to summon out that soul-eating Oviraptor, which sadly is a normal summon and not a special summon. Oh, no, not Twin Twisters. Anything but the Twin Twisters, just so long as he doesn't hit my Demise of the Land, I'll be fine. Okay, good. Well, if he's going to do that, I'm going to go ahead and play my Ojama Trio, and I'm going to chain my Ojama Duo. Here you go, my friend. You can have all the Ojamas you could ever want. You can have this one, and you can have that one, and you can have this one. And heck, you can even have that one. There you go. You have a whole board of Ojamas now. I hope you are happy. You know what? I'm all about bringing joy to the young'uns. And there's nothing more joyful than a bunch of Ojamas on your opponent's board clogging up their field so that they can't do anything. It's like early Christmas or something. It's March, but I'm like Santa Claus. Christmas and springtime, that's what it is. Alrighty, so now you've got all these tokens, and I've got a Mystic Mine. As soon as I play this, you're probably going to be a very sad camper, not going to lie. Because once you see that I've had this the whole time, you're going to be like, oh, I don't want to have to deal with this guy. This guy playing Mystical Mine. Mystical Mine. Also, here's a Cauldron of the Oldman. That's why I can just start gaining life points. I'm not going to burn my opponent. This isn't a burn deck. This is mostly just to give me some life points and stuff. So now we hit ourselves once again into the waiting game. All we need to do is wait for that final countdown. It'd also be nice if I could draw some more of my draw power. That would be very, very nice. I'm not going to lie, it'd be pretty dang darn nice to draw some of my draw power. So he's got all these Ojamas. Set rotation. Oh no, he's going to get rid of Mystical Mine. I needed that for things. Alright, well, I do have another Mystic Mine, so it's not like an issue or nothing. But if I'm not mistaken, I can't activate new field spells so long as this is face down. Alright, so I can't, like, Demise of the Land, basically. Alright, so you're gonna have to do that there, laddie. You're like, oh, okay, lost the Valdo. Alright. Oh, I've got Trap Trick, and that's nice. Let's go ahead and activate our Dragonic Digafrigum. I don't want this on the board anymore. It was a night. Thank you for giving me your field spell and all that, my dude. But I prefer this one. Not gonna lie, I prefer this one to yours. So let's go ahead and set Trap Trick, and we'll go ahead and end our turn. This card's very nice for just deck thinning, just a smidge. Just that smidge we need in order to get to our final countdown. You know, I mean, I've got all of these I'm going to wait till I draw my card first. Let's see what we draw into. Field Barrier. Very nice. Let's go ahead and gain that token. Not a token, but a counter. I get counters and tokens mixed up every once in a while. What can I say? They're very similar to each other. They're very similar. Alright, so let's go ahead and play a Trappy Trick. Let's banish my one jar to get my other jar. That way I've got my jar right there, and I'm going to go ahead and Field of barrier. That way he can never destroy my mystical mine. And so, let's see. Yep, I'm pretty set. I've got Demise in case anything absolutely horrible happens to Mystic Mine. You know, I've got Jar of Avarice to let me get my cards back, draw another card. It's pretty nice. Not that I could use the pot back, I suppose, just to draw some more cards. It's always nice to just draw more cards, you know, because that's what we're all about, is drawing until we get into that dang old final countdown. And I have to say, this sleeve's worked out pretty well today. They actually look rather nice. So I'm going to go ahead and keep getting these counters. I don't need to do that. I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead once again just to see until we get into our final countdown. So hang tight. I'll be back as soon as we draw into our win condition. Hey, we finally bloody drew it. My goodness, it was getting close there. I was starting to think I was going to have to burn my opponent to death. It's a thing that happens every once in a while, which is why we run the burn atoll. So I'm going to go ahead and gain some life to make up for all those life points I just paid, and we're just going to end our turn. Surprisingly, the dinosaur player has continued the duel despite not being able to do a darn thing, which is actually rather surprising, not going to lie. So, yeah, in a few more turns, we're just going to see the end of this duel because I have gone ahead and final countdown, meaning this guy cannot possibly win at this point. You know, 3 turns have already gone. See, this is the thing about the deck, which is why we run our Cauldron of Old Man. Is basically, if you don't get final countdown within 10 cards left of your deck, as in 10 turns, you're better off just being done with it, man. It's like, you know, you're going to have to burn your opponent and all that. That's why we have Cauldron, is just in case final countdown comes up too late. Well, you know, like if it was like the bottom of our deck or something, we just need the Cauldron just as an alternative win condition, but we don't need it anymore, because now final countdown is in effect. And I'm guessing he must not really have any outs to this. You should probably run Masquerena, my friend. I'm not saying it's a necessity, but it is a generic link. So, I'm just saying, it's a good idea. I'm just going to keep gaining these counters. I really wish that was automatic, but it's a wording thing where you have to put the counters on. So, yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and skip one last time. And, well, this duel particularly, I'm going to skip to when the final countdown actually happens. So I will see you guys again in about 12 turns. Alrighty, my opponent is hit up with Dark Hole, which is going to cost him some life points. Alright, it looks like he's actually trying to do something here, even though it's still not going to bloody work. I mean, it's a good effort. He is going to be able to... Oh, and now his over after can use its effect. Oh no, I think he drew his out, man. He drew his bloody out, even though summoning that is going to once again put him back in the same situation he was just in. So, I think he just really wanted to do stuff. I mean, he's going to die next to... This is like his last turn, basically. You know, it's turn 18. Well, his is the 18th, I'm the 19th, and he's the 20th. Yeah, so he's pretty much done. He just really wanted to, you know, get rid of all those darn old Ojama tokens. But sad to say, my dude, it's not going to work anymore. You know, you can do all... You know what? It's fine. I've trolled this guy for 40 bloody turns. And so he is welcome to do anything he wants to do. Okay? He can summon out freaking any monster he desires. I don't really care. It's fine. It's totally fine and dandy. He can do whatever he wants. He can do whatever the heck he wants. As soon as he decides what he's actually going to do. He's probably going to summon a Quatlus or something. Not that Quatlus will stop me or anything. Not even Pancratops will stop me. Because now he has more monsters than I do. You know, if he had this guy on the board in the first place, still wouldn't have worked. Field Barrier protects my fields. So, you know, like I said, he can just do whatever the heck he wants. Because he's going to be dead soon. Oh, pardon me. Yes. What's he doing? Gonna go for good old Phoenix. Well, that would have worked if you had... Well, it would have blown up Field Barrier. But again, Field Barrier protects the field. So I don't know what he was thinking was going to happen right there, but it didn't happen the way he thought it was going to happen. So I'm just going to go ahead and, yep, 18th turn for me. And I'm just going to go ahead, give myself the 20th bloody counter on this. And I'm going to go ahead and gain those life points, even though I have no need of them. I might as well gain 10,000. I don't have a reason to not gain 10,000. Because the end of this guy's turn, he loses. That's how Final Countdown works. Sorry, my dude. You put up some good effort and you stuck through with it to the end, despite apparently having no... Well, you had the one piece of spell trap removal, but that was about it. You probably should run more than one Twin Twisters. Or maybe he does, and he just really has bad luck with it. I have no idea what happened. I could not begin to tell you what happened there. He just did not have any more spell trap removal. I don't know what the heck happened. Oh, wait, no, he's doing something. Going for good old Nightmare Unicorn. Ah, yes, Unicorn. He's going to bounce my Mystic Mine. Okay, that's fine. I mean, he still can't win. Yes, I have 24,000 life points. What? Neither player can activate a new... Yeah, you could have hit my Mystic Mine, I'm just saying. Or maybe this is where he reveals one of the East's Twin Twisters. Huh. I was just about to write this guy off, but apparently he's still got a little bit of bite left into him. Still got a little bit of bite. Gonna be banishing a bunch of stuff. I believe there's a Rex in there somewhere. I think there was. We'll find out. We shall certainly find out. He's got Miscellaneous Hardest back out. Alright. So he's certainly trying to do something. Pentastag, alright. Interesting indeed. Pentastag. I'm still wondering what all these set cards are, though. They're probably all Solemns or something. I have no idea. Okay, so he's gonna destroy this token. He just really wanted to do some damage. And he did. So, good on you, Mr. Dinosaur Man, but the game is now over. This will blow itself up. And there we go for our second opponent. So far so good. We're trolling the heck out of people. Let's go immediately into the third opponent. And get this show back on the road. Alrighty, our third opponent. Another day, another card game. So far so good. We're just destroying everything our opponents put up against us. Alright, Master Rule 5. I'm fine with this. I don't have any sort of issue to it. Master Rule 5 does not affect us in the slightest. Let's go ahead and start out with our Potter Duality. Alright. Interesting choices. I'm going to go ahead and get Ojama Duo. I just have this feeling Ojama Duo would be a good choice for us. I'm going to go ahead and play my Cauldron of the Old Man and gain some nice life points. Not that I need life points, but I feel like I'll do it regardless. Let's go ahead and end our turn. Let's see what our opponent attempts to do. Because I got Metaverse. Just activate a field spell from my deck. Ojama Duo, give him some tokens. Lock him out of doing stuff right away. That's just kind of what the Ojamas are here for. Ojamas plus Spellmine Cave, just an obscene combo. It's obscene. Not gonna lie, it's just insanity. Alright, so he's got those two. He's gonna go for Mr. Raptorman. Alright, well, I'm gonna be like Ojama Duo, and I'm gonna be like Metaverse. So I'm gonna go ahead and activate this field spell, and I'm gonna give him a couple of dangle tokens, and he immediately rage quits me. Well, that was the first actual rage quit. I'm actually surprised. I thought we'd actually get through all of our duels today without rage quits, but apparently not. So I'm going to go ahead. There's another win with our Trollsy deck, because a duel like that does count. And we're going to go ahead into our fourth opponent, who will hopefully have more of a spine, like the first two. Alrighty, our fourth and final opponent, Jeffrey Epstein. Wasn't that pedophile or whatever? That was a while ago. I don't remember. I don't pay attention to that nonsense. But let's see what we got in our hand. It's an alright hand. It's not great or anything. I mean, I've got two bamboo swords, so I've got all the draw in the world. Pot of Desires, a nice draw card, but not something I would ever run in this because the potential of banishing our one copy of Final Countdown, too great. Too great. Don't want to do that. Let's see. Discard Heraldic Beast, add a Heraldic Spell Trap. Except for itself, cannot normal special summon except Psychos. Alright. Tribute a monster, summon two Heraldic Beasts in defense. And then he can special summon this thing by discarding Heraldic Beast. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of Heraldic Beasts, but this is obviously like a Time Thief deck because, you know, Time Thieves are psychics. And heraldic beasts are psychics, and they're locked as psychics. It's a thing. Although I have always been interested in seeing, of all archetypes, heraldic beasts got support. What was it, 2019? But yeah, it's always been interesting to me to see that they actually go to anything. It's not like this is like a super high tier archetype people like. It's just like it's a tiny deck. It's a tiny deck, and then people put support into it. All right, so now he's got the Time Thief Redur. I've got my Pot of the Extravagance. I can't draw via card effect if I use it. But I'm still going to use it. I mean, there's no reason not to do it. For the love of the Lord, what did he just steal? Oh, it's just Bamboo Sword. I thought for a second he stole my Final Countdown. I was like, oh, is that Final Countdown? That would be terrible if he did that. If he stole my Final Countdown, that would be... Oh, I would not be happy. I would be a very sad boy. So now he's going to go ahead and Time Thief for Doer. It'd be nice if I drew one of my other Ojamas. Not going to lie, another Ojama would be perfect. Alright. Well, now I'm going to have to do a little something or another. Let's go ahead and set our Ojamas. I really wish I could play this as well, but we'll just have to live with it. See, this is one of those rare instances where we don't get all the Trollsy stuff. No Mystic Mine, no nothing. I mean, granted, I have Ojama Trio. If I can Ojama Trio him, he banishes Redoer, and then I Duo him, he won't be able to bring back out this boy. Target 2 Heraldic Beasts, summon them, and then do an Exceed Summon. Alright. I'm gonna be like Ojama Trio. Granted, he can just redo, but he did not. Oh yeah, he has no materials, so he can't. So I've stopped his advanced heraldry art. That's right, fool. I've stopped your little plan. I just put all these things into zones, and therefore this does not resolve. Granted, he has Union Carrier, which is not necessarily good. He's just got one of them links that gets right around Ojamas. And now he's going to equip a monster, Cyframe Gamma. Interesting choice. Alright. So now he's going to go ahead into something else, Masquerena. And my opponent has surrendered. Interesting choice. Well, I'm still going to count that, even though I didn't get to do the final countdown. I did it twice today. I think we're good. So let's go for end screen time. Talk about this deck some more. Alrighty, the final countdown deck. We just destroyed everybody that we went up against, not gonna lie. Although that last guy was a little bit of a more chintzy win, I don't appreciate that as much, but, this is a troll deck. We'll take whatever wins we get, so I hope you guys did enjoy that we did get Final Countdown off twice in one day, without any rage quits except for that one loser. But we have ourselves a good time today, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Smash like if you enjoyed today's episode. Tomorrow we're playing some Cubic Burn, and we're hoping to have some more fun with that as well. So until next time, your boy, the Memphis XLR8, is going to be heading out. I'm going to get decks done and dueling going, and I hope to see you there next time. Take care, everybody.